Hello everyone, my name is Rosalie. Welcome to Rose's Nut-Free Kitchen, where I take recipes and make them completely nut-free. I have kids who live with nut allergies, peanut and tree nut allergies, and it's really challenging, especially when we go out to eat or we stop by a bakery. One of the pastries that we love to eat is called baklava, but my kids can't have it. So I'm gonna try to make a completely nut-free baklava. For this recipe, we are going to need about 450 grams of pumpkin seeds, and we are using the Oak Manor organic pumpkin seeds. They are completely, the only ingredient here is pumpkin seeds. There is no trace of any fragments of nuts or may contain nuts, which is amazing. Today we are going to be using the irresistible pastry, phyllo pastry. We're here in Canada, so we bought this at Metro. If I look at the ingredients, they are completely nut-free, free of peanuts, free of tree nuts. However, they do contain wheat. You're also going to need half a cup of honey, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, and a cup of melted butter. I'm gonna melt it later on. And for our equipment, we're gonna need a 9 by 13 baking dish. And then I've got a food processor and big baking dish in the back here for when I'm gonna roast my pumpkin seeds. So I'm excited, let's get started. So first off, we are going to be roasting our pumpkin seeds. All you need is a great big pan, and we are going to lay them on here. And we are gonna give these a nice shake. Make sure that they are well distributed. And I am going to set my oven for 300 degrees. Once it gets up to temperature, I'll pop them in, and then they're gonna roast for about 10 to 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, this is the most dirty glove. That's embarrassing. Ignore the dirty glove. Ready? Let's take these out. Okay, they smell good. They're a lot more fragrant now. You can see that they have some nice color on them. There are little bits that are more brown. That's going to be really good. So I'm going to let these cool down completely, and then we are going to be putting them in the trusty food processor, and we are going to chop them up. Yeah, see you in a bit. Let's see if we can pick up the snap, crackle, pop of the pumpkins. Okay, so we are going to take our roasted pumpkin seeds now that they've completely cooled down, and we are going to put them into the food processor to chop them up a bit. This little last bits. Okay, that's good. We're going to put the cover on this, close it up, plug it in. And we are going to pulse. It's going to be loud. So there are still some chunks to this. It's not completely pulverized because we do want it to have some texture in our baklava. Okay. Well, I made a little bit of a mess. Okay, so I'm putting all of this pumpkin seed into a bowl, and I'm just going to do this. Be careful with that blade. Probably should have removed it. Okay, put this back over here, and then we are going to take our cinnamon, and we are adding the cinnamon to the pumpkin seed, and we are giving this a nice toss. Make sure that everything is incorporated all together. It's gonna be good. Smells yummy. Between the roasted pumpkin seeds and the smell of the cinnamon, it's delicious already. Smelling delicious. Okay, so I think that is good. I'll put this over to the side. Next, what we have to do is layer sheets of phyllo with butter and then mixture of pumpkin seeds. So guys, I haven't done this before, so come with me as I learn. Apparently we don't even have to cut this in half. We just have to lay the sheets out and then fold it over. So that's the method that I'm going to do because I'm lazy. And let's give that a try. Okay, this is the first time I'm doing this, guys, so please bear with me. Oh, hang on, I should probably line this with a bit of butter. Let's start with that. I've read comments that if you use too much butter, then it can make the baklava kind of soggy, so you don't want to be too heavy-handed with the butter. I don't know if that's too heavy-handed already, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so here we go. Half on. Oh wow, look at that. That is pretty cool. It tears pretty easily, but that's okay. I'm going to dip this in and brush. I wonder if I need a different brush than this basting brush. Oh well, that's what I have, so that's what we'll use. Okay, and then I'm gonna fold this over and brush. Okay, so we are spreading this pumpkin seed mixture. Try to get as even as possible. And then we are going to layer half of our mixture on and then brush with butter. Oh wow, it's a bit very delicate, this phyllo pastry. Fold it over. So we are coming up to the end of using up all of the ingredients. I think I have enough for just this last layer. So I'm gonna sprinkle this on. I maybe put about 8 layers or so. I really didn't count, but approximately that. I'm gonna put this to the side. And what they say is that I have to layer at least 6 more layers at the very top. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a layer here and I'm going to lay this on and I'm going to butter it just like what we did with the others. Okay, and I'm going to fold this over and butter it as well. And then I'm gonna do that another 2 times so that I have 6 layers of phyllo right at the top. Okay, I just need a little bit more butter for the very, very last layer. Okay, so we are buttering up this one more layer after this one. So wait, then I have, let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, yeah, just one more layer. Okay, so we are going to cut this lengthwise into, gonna cut it lengthwise first. Ooh, that was satisfying to cut into that crunchy pumpkin seed. I don't know if you can hear that, but that feels amazing. Okay, I'm gonna do that here also. Do you hear that? Oh, so good. The bottom layers. Okay, last cut. Oh, just that in itself is so good. Very satisfying. And then we have to make 9 diagonal cuts. So I'm gonna start off here in the middle and then we'll go from there. Looking good so far, right? I'm excited. Okay, I'm kind of messy, but that's okay. I am gonna put this in the oven, 350 for 50 minutes. I added the 1 cup of sugar and the 1 cup of water together and into this pot, and I put up my heat to just over medium, and I am going to stir this together until all of the sugar is dissolved. Once the sugar is completely dissolved, then I'll add the honey, half a cup of honey, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're gonna let that simmer for another 20 minutes. Now that the sugar is completely dissolved, I'm gonna add my honey, vanilla. And we are going to bring this up just a little bit until it simmers for 20 minutes. Alrighty, folks, just about ready. We're pulling this out of the oven. It's looking good and smelling really good. Look at that. All the layers are crispy and brown. It smells amazing. I wish you could smell it. Whoops, I dropped a layer. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is, I have my simple syrup, which is nice and kind of golden yellow color. And now I'm gonna pour it all over the seams, all over this baklava. This just seems so much more efficient to me. Oh yeah, I think by the end, everything is gonna be pretty well coated. Yum, yum, yum. Now we have to let it cool, maybe for about 10 minutes. Hopefully that'll be enough time. I'm gonna enjoy it while it's warm, because that's really the best way to enjoy pastry, I think. I can't wait to taste it, honestly. I'm drooling a bit. I should probably stay away from that dish for a while. Okay, we have let it cool about 10 minutes. It smells amazing. I'm gonna try here. This is what it looks like. It's shiny and it's golden and looks a bit more sticky. Maybe if we wait a bit longer, it'll be even more sticky with more time. I'm going in with an offset spatula just to see if I can get this middle piece here. Guys, look. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm pleased with the way that looks already. Whoa. Okay, I'm going in. Okay, I might have to pick this up. Okay, let's just try these layers though. It's good. It's really, really good. This is great. I want everybody to try this. I just wanted to show you this. To me, it's even more satisfying if you take a bite directly in. Really good. So, what are my impressions? Does it taste like a real baklava? I would say it's very, very close. It doesn't have that same pistachio flavor because it's not made with pistachios, it's made with pumpkin seeds, but it's really delicious. You could taste a bit of that cinnamon, the honey, the sweetness, the stickiness. It's all the layers, it's all there. It's really good. I think my kids are gonna love this. I think my husband is gonna love this. I would say the next time I make this, I'm gonna grind the pumpkin seeds just a little bit finer and maybe not have quite as many layers of the seed. I think I would want a few more of these flaky layers in between. But you really have to try this. If your kids are nut-free, like my kids are, and they can't enjoy a baklava, try this recipe. I think they're really gonna love it. And if you like this kind of content, let me know what kind of recipes you want me to try. If there's a bakery that you want to take your kids to, but they can't order from it, what kind of dish do they want to try? Is there a baked good or bread or anything that you want me to test out for you? I'm happy to do that. Leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. My name is Rose, and I'll say goodbye from Rose's Nut Free Kitchen. Bye.